And we return for UFC 308, Max Holloway versus Ilia Topuria. Let's get right into it, but before we do, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and follow, and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload. Let's go. Let's see what we got. We got Magomed Ankalaev in this one versus Aleksandar Rakić. Rakić is 14-4. His country is Australia. His height is 6'4" tall. He weighed at 205 pounds, and his last win has a reach of 78 inches and a leg reach of 46 inches. While Magomed Ankalaev, on the other hand, is 19-1-1. He has won no contest. His country is Russia. He stands at 6'3" tall. He weighed at 205 pounds, and his last win has a reach of 75 inches and a leg reach of 46 inches. There is a 3-inch reach advantage here for Rakić. They both have the same leg reach, a 1-inch height advantage for Aleksandar Rakić as well. And the record, yeah, probably goes in Magomed Ankalaev's favour. He's only had 1 loss, 19 wins, and 1 draw, while Rakić has had 14 wins and 4 losses. Not too much to go for there, except the reach for Aleksandar Rakić and the 1 inch of height. But again, the 1 inch of height is quite close, not much to go for there. Leg reach, the exact same, nothing to go for there. Record goes in Ankalaev's favour, so he's got experience. Sometimes power beats experience, timings beat experience. But let's move on to win buys to see how they've got it done in their previous fights. With Aleksandar Rakić having a 64% KO TKO, 7% submission, 29% decision with an average fight time sitting around 11 minutes and a knockdown average of 1. While Magomed Ankalaev, on the other hand, has a 0% submission, 58% KO TKO, 42% decision with an average fight time sitting around 11 minutes and a knockdown average of also 1. They both have knockouts, although Rakić has a submission or multiple submissions. Most of Aleksandar Rakic's wins are coming by KO TKO, decision, and then submission. And Magomed Ankalaev has a 58% KO TKO, so it'll be KOs and TKOs, then decisions with 42%. Ankalaev probably they both need to be cautious of each other's power and timings because they're both going to strike. I feel that Magomed Ankalaev should probably be a bit more cautious because Rakić also has submissions while he does not. Let's move on to significant strikes to see how they performed on the feet in their last fight. With Ankalaev having an average of 4 landed per minute, 53% significant strikes, an average of 2 punches absorbed per minute, and a 59% defense, while Rakić, on the other hand, had an average of 4 punches landed per minute, 50% significant strikes, an average of 3 punches absorbed per minute with a defense of 50%. Magomed Ankalaev had a much better defense. He also absorbed a little bit less, not too much less. He also had the better significant strikes percentage, but his output was worse than Rakić. Now, could that be a huge thing going into the next fight? Yes. Output will be a good thing because if you land, the thing is, Magomed Ankalaev could land those little shots, a small amount of shots, but land with more significant strikes, causing a lot more damage and could hurt Rakić. Rakić, on the other hand, if he throws a lot more, he also has a higher chance of causing damage. At the end of the day, it's who causes who more damage, and it seems that Magomed Ankalaev can cause more damage from a few little shots, while Rakić can cause, I would assume, quite a bit of damage or a little bit of damage in a high amount. But it seems as Magomed Ankalaev's defense is a little bit better. He could probably catch a few counters, so I feel like the output for Rakić needs to be a bit more precise. He needs to make sure that he lands on the target, catches the target, and lands with quite heavy strikes. Magomed Ankalaev is kind of the same thing, you know. See, he's still got to throw and still got to land, but that's really it. He's just got to throw and land. He's got to be precise as well. But let's move on to grappling to see how they've got it done on the ground in their previous fight. Magomed Ankalaev having an average of 1 takedown, 31% takedown accuracy, 86% takedown defense with a submission average of 0, while Aleksandar Rakić, on the other hand, has an average of 1 takedown, 25% takedown accuracy, 85% takedown defense, and a submission average of 0 as well. Wow, basing off their last fight, Magomed Ankalaev had a little bit of a really small amount of better takedown defense. He had a better takedown accuracy, and he also got more takedowns. Aleksandar Rakić, his average takedown was a lot lower, his takedown accuracy was also lower, and his takedown defense wasn't too much lower. I feel like if this does go into a grappling match with these two, it could probably take a while for either of them get the takedowns, but if I'm gonna base it off of who I think will get takedowns, I think Rakić will get a few. But I think Magomed Ankalaev can get a few too. But it's what they can do down there. It's how much control can they get, how much damage can they cause down there, and how much damage they can cause on the feet. Basing it off of this stat, basing it off of just the stats, I'd say Magomed Ankalaev should probably get it taken down, although Rakić has the submission wins. I think Ankalaev should get it taken down, get the control time, get back on the feet, do some damage, win by decision or knockout. Aleksandar Rakić, on the other hand, I feel like If he does get it down, he needs to do a lot more work, go for a submission. But again, keep it on the feet if you can. Try and tire out Ankalaev and probably go for a KO TKO submission, or maybe even a secure decision win with control time, submission attempts, and causing damage. But that's just my thoughts, my opinions. What do you guys think? Who do you think wins, and how do you think win? Apart from that, I'll catch you in a bit. Take care and peace.